Hey Aries, Dark Dove Tarot. Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm gonna add a little more energy before we get started. As you know, I pre-shuffle. I've split the reads up as of last month, so most of the feedback has been pretty positive about that. So this is your reconciliation March 2019 read. So again, this is the Aries March 2019 reconciliation read. So, whoa, cards are coming out. Let's get started and see what's going on. All right, Aries, any likes, subscribes, comments, etc. greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. I do like to repeat that because I get emails daily asking about the private read info, and I promise if I forget it on one video, it's on the one right next to it. So, all right, Aries, let's see what is going on for reconciliation for you guys. Keep in mind, general read. So check your sun, moon, and rising. As some months you might get clarity checking other signs. So again, general read. This is for Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So let's see what we have going on here for Aries. March. All right, I keep forgetting to let you guys know the cards I'm using, and I should get better about that, but I'm terrible. I forget about it. So the 10 card spread is done with the Deviant Moon, and the clarifying and theme of the month is done with the 8 coin tattoo tarot deck. So let's see what is going on for Aries. And it's a short month, so of course I feel like we're running late. Whoop, your card just fell on the ground here. All right. Okay, let me pull the theme of the month and we'll get started here for Aries. Man, I hope everybody's having a good new year. I can't even believe it's March. Wasn't it just Christmas? Feels like it was literally just Christmas and now it's March. All right, 2 more shuffles. We'll get started here. Let's pull your theme of the month card for Aries, March 2019. 2 popped out. I'm gonna go with this one. All right, so you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, daring, energetic, somebody coming in, romantic. So, interestingly enough, that makes me feel like some of you, okay, I'm going to be completely honest right now and say, Aries, it makes me feel like some of you are meeting other people. Even though this is your reconciliation read, maybe some of you have another opportunity. So maybe if you haven't been interested in reconciliation, maybe this person's not been on your mind, maybe they still have been, you still have this connection, maybe you've been thinking of meeting other people, letting it go, stopping the connection, or not even stopping the connection, but doing your own thing for a while and just saying, you know what, like I can't wait around for this forever. Maybe I should see what's out there. Others of you are feeling romantic towards this person, but if I'm being completely honest, Aries, I don't feel like this energy is really aimed at this person you're thinking about reconciliation with. I feel like this energy is like, hey, I might as well get out there. Or some of you have other people coming around saying, hey, you know, I think you're pretty cool. I'm attracted to you. I'd like to get to know you better. And so it's kind of a mix here, but for a majority of you, I feel like you wish that this ex would come, you know, riding in like a knight in shining armor, but at the same time, like this person is, again, it's a whimsy, it's a romance, and I feel like it may be you kind of almost feeling guilty because maybe people are paying attention to you and you were like, well, I kind of wish it was my ex coming in doing this, but it's other energy, it's other people. So maybe time is ticking, telling me, hey, it's time to see what else is out there. The next card you have is your current position coming into the month. See, that makes sense. You have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is full of ferocity, vivacious, sensuous, you know, very confident, somebody that other people are attracted to, a magnetism, if you will. So Aries, I feel like you are at a point with this reconciliation where you miss this person and you miss the connection and you still love them and have a big part in your heart for them, but you're kind of like, okay, I can't hold on to this forever in hopes that this person's going to come around. And I feel like you're kind of, it's not that you're waiting on this person by any means, but you're just kind of like, you know, I've left the ball in your court. Now, for some of you, the ball is in your court, but I feel for a lot of you, you're like waiting on somebody who, not waiting, because again, this is you almost moving forward, but you've waited on somebody and you're just kind of like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I'm ready to move on and see what the universe has in store for me. If you can't get your shit together and you can't man or woman up, then I'm not interested in holding myself back anymore. I'm going to let myself shine. I'm going to feel the energy. The next card you have is how you're feeling. So that's very interesting. They're kind of opposites, right? This is how you're presenting yourself, and this is how you're feeling. The Knight of Swords is somebody who is very direct, confrontational, hostile. Not that you're being hostile. Again, this is how you're feeling. And I feel like you kind of want to be like, shit, or get off the pot already. Because if you don't, look, other people are interested in romancing me. Other people think I'm sexy. Other people are, and it's not that what this X is, it doesn't have a bearing anymore on everything in your life. Not that it did, but look, let's face it, when we break up or when we have that relationship and it ends, it can be intoxicating in our life, or toxic in our life. It can be, we wake up and can't breathe. We think about this person all the time. And I feel like you're kind of at the point, Aries, where you're like, no, like, you can't, nope, I'm not, you can't string me along anymore. I'm ready. Like, I feel all hyped up, like a fire sign that you are, Aries. I love you guys. But seriously, it's like I feel annoyed. Like, what do you want from me? You don't know what you want from me. You don't want other people to have me, but you're not sure what you want. So I'm at the precipice of going, I have to nurture this energy and forget about this negativity. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood. Now, this is a Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is tragedy, it's loss, it's death, it's endings, it's one of the, I don't want to say the worst cards in the tarot, because there's no worst cards, but it's a more negative connotated card, okay? And the Ten of Swords is saying, Aries, look, you have been through hell and back. Some of you have been through crazy relationships. You've been through losing a spouse or a loved one. You've been through parents losing each other. You've lost parents. There's all these things that are kind of coming in this month for you. I feel like it's a flood of emotions. And a lot of you are like, no, again, no. Like, the universe is reminding you, you've been through enough. So are you going to continue to put yourself through this? And you can blame the other person, and the cross watchers can blame you. But in the end, we have the ability and we have the right to say, no, I'm not putting myself through this anymore. I'm not interested in placating this situation. Again, you love this person. There's a connection here. They may even be offering you love or wanting to get back together, but something is out of play here, Aries. Something you're needing something from this person that I feel like they're not giving you. Not that you're needing this person, but in order to get back together with them, you need to be able to trust them. You need to be able to feel secure with them. You need to be able to, and for whatever reason, it's not there. Either they're shady, or you get half truths, or they're still not being truthful, or again, maybe they're emotionally cut off, or look, we could talk about 100 different scenarios. The bottom line is, what is good for you, Aries, and what is healthy for you, you're not getting from this person right now. Can you? Let's see what the rest of the cards say. But right now, like, I feel this emotion coming out of you. Like, you have a lot to say and you're biting your tongue, because if you could be in a padded room with this person for like 5 minutes, you would go off. And I'm not talking about hurting anybody or anything like that. I'm talking about just lose your shit and finally say all the things that you've wanted to say for a long time that you've held back because you're afraid of losing them. But guess what? You're not together now. So it's like, why have I been biting my tongue? Or why have they been biting their tongue if they're the ones who are angry? The next card you have is your immediate past, over the past 2 weeks, past month or two. And this makes sense. You have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is assessing a situation. It's kind of a risk reward. It's weighing the pros and cons. So I feel like the way you've gotten to this energy, more confident, understanding your self-worth, knowing, what you deserve, and knowing that there are people out there who would be very happy to have you in their lives. You had to come to this conclusion, this Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Coins, where you did assess the situation and you said, okay, for a long time, and maybe not even a long time, depends, each person's different, you've been putting your eggs in this basket going, we've been together for a long time, I don't know anything different, or it's a codependent type relationship. But lately with this Seven of Pentacles, the past month or so, you've been going, wait a minute, I'm okay on my own. I can do this on my own. Yes, there is this strong connection, but you're looking at it going, if we reconnect, do I get this type of energy Or do I get this type of energy? How did you grow to this, Aries, with or without that person? How did you get to understand that people are interested in you? How did you get to understand that, hey, this isn't the only person that you'll ever know or ever love if it's not meant to be? Now, I'm not saying it can't be, it could be. But at the end of the day, if it's not, something has come upon here, Aries. And is it because of this person? Or is it in spite of this person? Or despite? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. All right, the next card you have is your distant future. So over the next 2 or 3 months, and you have the King of Pentacles. All right, the King of Pentacles is a very strong, sturdy, stable, business-like foundation, okay? This is somebody who knows what they're doing, knows what they want, and knows where they're going. I feel like, Aries, this is you growing into this kind of position. You're gaining more stability. You're gaining more confidence. You're understanding your self-worth more and more and more. Now, I feel like this could be somebody coming in, presenting this coin and saying, hey, I'm interested. Whatever reason, Aries, you still love and are stuck on this ex, which, hey, no judgment. I've been there. We've all been there, okay? But at the same time, I think you're, again, at that precipice of going, what's the best solution for me? Do I have pent up anger here? Did I get here, with this person or without this person in a more confident, more self-aware situation? And what is my end goal? Is my end goal to be stable? Is my end goal to be confident? Is my end goal to have somebody by my side who lifts me up instead of tears me down? Can my ex or this person that I love and have a connection with get there? The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks throughout the month of March, and this makes perfect sense, the Two of Swords, it's a decision-making time. It's stalemate. If you're not going to make a decision, nothing's going to happen. So it's almost like the other door for romance and other things to come in won't open unless you cut this person off. On the flip side, is there a chance that if you make the choice to wait it out, maybe have the hard conversations, maybe give it a little more time, could you get there with this person? I'm on the fence. I mean, really, my gut is like, hey, if for whatever reason, I just don't want to be like, Aries, no, like, we're like, you've been through this battle before. Do you really want to continue this battle? Do you want to continue this type of thing? You know that there are other people who are interested in you. And some of you may be like, oh, Dark Dove, nobody's interested. But yeah, you can't see that type of thing. You can't see the people who are interested in you when you're blinded by the negative energy, when you're blinded by not allowing yourself to open up. But on the flip side, there's something here holding me on, Aries. There's something here saying, wait, not so fast. So let's see what the rest of the cards say. But this too definitely says there's a choice. There's a stalemate. There's decision making. And I feel like you feel like if you make one decision, that's the only decision you can go with. So if you cut off the sex, there's no go, there's no more. It's gone forever. But that's not how the universe works. Connections continue and strive on. I have people who email me personally who say, Dark Dove, you would be shocked, but my ex of 20 years ago, or that I haven't seen in 20 years, contacted me and we're now getting married. Nothing is forever. Nothing's final if it's not meant to be so. If there's still something to learn from this person, if you still have a karmic connection, then it's not. People are so scared that if they make a decision that suits them at that time, it ruins destiny and ruins everything for life. And that's just not how it works. If it's meant to come back around, it will. So have the confidence to believe in what's best for you now. Take care of yourself now so that you can take care of yourself later. The next card you have is anything tangible that's going to come to fruition this month. Anything you're going to see. Well, this is obviously somebody's watching. I don't want to say watching you because it's not like a stalkery energy, but they're definitely checking up on you. Facebook, social media, through friends, etc. The Page of Swords is learning. It's seeking. It's needing some sort of clarity. So either you need, it almost feels like you need to know for sure whether this person intends to come back, intends to put their energy into this or not, or so you can either get closure and move on, or so you can wait it out and see if something else is coming. Now, it's interesting, though, because I feel like they're kind of paying attention to you to see what you're doing. It's almost like you have been the person that they look up to, or like the leader in the relationship, and yet at the same time, you don't feel that way, if it makes sense. They look at you like, well, you make all the decisions. Well, and maybe that was your problem. You're like, hey, man or woman up, like, let's go. Like, I'm not running this relationship. It takes two to tango, and I'm tired of being the one who has any say in anything, the one who has any emotional value in any of this. So again, somebody is going to be seeking some sort of truth. It may be communication between the two of you. You may, again, have that tough conversation. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. And you have the Page of Pentacles. It's interesting. You have page, and then knight, and then you have a king and a queen. So the Page of Pentacles is practicality. It's responsible, but it's also aspiring. So you're feeling very like, okay, it's really strange to me, Aries, because I feel like some of you feel like a duty towards this person. Like if you were to go out on dates or if you were to meet other people, you'd be like cheating on them, even though you guys aren't together. But at the same time, you aspire for something bigger. You're not willing to, I feel like a lot of you have waited and contemplated, and they're saying, well, eventually we'll get back together, or, maybe you guys aren't talking at all and you've tried to communicate and they're not responding. Whatever it is here, with how you're feeling throughout the month, it's going to be like 1 minute you're like, well, I really care about him and I really like him and love him. It's kind of this type of energy, that risk reward, pros and cons. Or you're going to be like, well, I've given it enough time and we've given enough chances, and I aspire for something more. The next card you have is your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. All right, so this is more of a fear. It's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a stagnant energy. The Eight of Cups is dissatisfaction. Things aren't moving. Unfortunately, Aries, I'm feeling more and more like this energy is not moving in the direction that at one point you had wished. However, what's interesting is opening with this Knight of Cups makes me feel like you're finally dreaming again. You're finally thinking about what can be, or where can we go. Like, not you together, but like, where can I go? I said we, so maybe we, but this card right here indicates that things aren't moving. Your biggest fear is that they're not moving, and I feel like in reality they're not moving, or you're not satisfied with the situation. So you're kind of like, all right, we're at a standstill. It's time to make a decision. What am I doing? What do I want? What's going to make me happy? And it really needs to be about you this time, because I feel like you've placated this energy. I don't want to say, and like everybody's situation is different, but I feel like somebody, again, like I said, shit or get off the pot. And that's what I kind of feel like. Like this person has had every opportunity to make this happen, to make this work, and they haven't. So at the end of the day, is that your answer? Why aren't they? What's going on? Why can't they bring themselves to make this complete? All right. Yeah. And there you go. Your outcome for the month is the Six of Swords. Abandonment, retreat, travel. Could be that you're going on vacation, but I think you know as well as I do that either you're abandoning, retreating, mayday, or they are. Unfortunately, Aries, I feel like it's you. Now, again, like I said, these things are cycles, right? So in 2 months, could you come back into this energy? Absolutely. But for now, I think the best thing to do is leave. And honestly, you may just need to leave to get their attention, to know that you're not going to be here when they come back. I feel like some of you get a random text every once in a while, and you're like, hey, okay, and you answer it, and then then they're silent again, and you're just kind of like, you know what? No, all right, I'm gone. Like this time, it's not a hoax. It's not a boy who cried wolf. This is a, like, I'm leaving this situation. Because maybe, what do they say? When you leave something, if it's meant to be, it comes back. That plays deeply into the situation, Aries. Now, you have the Five of Wands that is clarifying this card, which tells me this is chaos, priorities. This is competition. I feel like, Aries, you do have some people who are interested in you. I think you know it. If you don't know it, you'll see it clearer and clearer as this kind of situation unfolds. But again, this is a very chaotic time for you. And I think that's why I'm feeling so like, in this read, because it feels very chaotic, because I feel like you have so many things to say. There's so many things you deserve, and yet you've stuck around for so long that it's almost like you're nervous to let go, to officially let go. But do you want this energy? Do you want that? Or do you want this stable energy? Because here, clarifying this King of Pentacles is the Sun. It's self-awareness. The fog has lifted. It's hope. It's inspiration. It's feeling amazing. It's knowing. I mean, this is a fire sign energy. So it's like, this is you on top of the world. Can you get there with this X? I don't want to, you know what? I'm not lying, Aries. Like, I'm done telling people what, to placate the situation. But unfortunately, Aries, I don't see it. I feel like your sun shines when you get rid of the chaos, when you leave the situation. And I feel like for some of you, you've been here over and over and over, and now it's like time to change the cycle. Now, again, this could be, there could be a possibility you guys reconnect, and maybe this is in your future. But I'm not going to pretend that the cards aren't saying something about how this is not conducive to, who you're becoming and the confidence you're building and what you deserve. All right, Aries, I feel like I ranted. I'm sorry. I'm really not sorry though, because I don't know, there's energy here where I just feel like some of you are ready to like take off and do amazing things, and like you're dwelling on a situation that you've been dwelling on for a long time. And sometimes it's time to cut the cord, and then if it's meant to be, it'll come back and it'll be. All right, Aries, have a great month.